Okay. I hope everybody can hear me okay. I don't have any viewers right now to tell me, but I'm using a different headset tonight. It's one of my older ones. So hopefully, maybe it won't be like I'm screaming at you. So if you see a flashing little blue light uh, right here, it's part of my headset. So, hello everybody, and welcome to Gemini Twin Ascension. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello, thank you. And I have a viewer, so I have a feeling it's probably one of three people, more than likely. Um, but I'm going to start off talking a little bit about what went on this weekend, holiday weekend. Karmic was home all weekend. I had to spend quite a bit of time with him, and needless to say, it was draining. I, tried to be as nice and everything as I could for the weekend because, like I said, I knew I was going to spend a lot of time with him, and I didn't want to spend an entire weekend fighting with him. But Friday, we went to another city down, not far from us, because we had to pick up our younger three kids. They had spent the night with the Karmic's parents, and we were going to meet them in the middle to pick them up. We picked them up. Well, we went to eat first, and then we met them and picked them up. And then we went to this hunting store because the Karmic and my oldest son had planned Saturday morning to go duck hunting, and there were some things that he needed. And he bought weights. He had shown me this pair of gloves that he liked, and I was like, oh, okay, I said, those are nice. But he put them back. Well, I have been squirreling away a little bit of money here and there just to have a cushion, which right now I'm having to cut into that cushion because it's Christmas time. But I went while he was talking to the guy at the store. He was looking for something, a face mask or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But while he was distracted with the salesman trying to find what he needed, I went and I grabbed the gloves and pulled out the money from my little nest egg, and I walked up to the counter and I told the girl, I said, I want to buy these. I said, while he's distracted, I don't want him knowing that I'm doing it. So, after I did that, I took the receipt and the gloves inside my jacket, and the Karmic starts asking the salesman that he was working with, something about some of the gloves and everything. And it was kind of funny because my boys knew that I did it. And the lady that rang them up for me, she walks over there to the salesman that was helping the Karmic, saying, I don't think these are going to work for him. They're kind of cheap. They won't work for him. Trying to, deter him from buying a pair. And the whole time my boys were laughing and giggling. They thought it was funny. So we get out, we go to walk out to the truck, and the Karmic asks the kids, what they were laughing at. And my 13-year-old says, well, you got a hole in your pants. And it was really funny. And then we get to the truck, and I hand him these gloves, and I told him, I said, I've been putting money back away, away to get you something for Christmas, which wasn't exactly true, but that's what I told him. That I had to explain some way why I had this money that he didn't know about. I said, so I went ahead and bought these for you because I know you need them. And he was all, oh, gaga, oh, that was so sweet of you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's a reason I'm telling you this because it leads into so much. And all night he was, oh, thank you for my gloves and, blah, blah, blah. And Saturday, him and my son went hunting. I overslept. I had plans to go to my daughter's and go ahead because we were going to have our own family Thanksgiving that day. And I had overslept and didn't get over there to start the stuff on time. But we got over there, and my daughter, we cooked the turkey and all the stuff. And it was generally a good day. And we come home, everybody's exhausted. Karmic had been up most of the day, hunting, and then with the family. So when we got home that night, everybody was tired, and we all crashed. Sunday, yesterday, my dad takes the youngest two boys to the circus, it's a tradition around here. They have a circus. The Haughty Shrine has a circus around here, and he took them to that. And of course, my 17-year-old, he wanted to spend time with his girlfriend because he hadn't seen her all weekend because she was out of town for her own Thanksgiving with her family. So I let him go, to see his girlfriend, and the other two were with my dad, and so that left me here at home alone with Karmic. So we sat here and we watched that La Llorona, which translates into the Weeping Woman. It was actually a good movie. It was, for a mother, it was scary. But we sat here and watched that, and then he said, "Well, pick another movie and we'll sit here and watch that." Well, we had, for Black Friday, we had bought the new Men in Black movie. So we were sitting here watching that. He starts rubbing on my leg, and I'm just brushing it off, ignoring him. And he looks at me. He says, "Well, do you not want to do anything?" You know what I meant by that. I looked at him and said, "Honestly, no, I don't." And of course, like a child being, having his hand smacked, being told no, he starts throwing a temper tantrum. He starts throwing, no, things in my face, and, I'm trying to think of how he worded it. Basically saying, well, all this time you let everybody suffer, you had that money, and then you turn around and buy those, throwing the thing that he was so gaga, oh, that was so sweet of you. A couple days before, in my face, saying, you had that money, you let us suffer, and all because I had told him no, I didn't want that. I don't want that from him. And then, of course, he starts throwing other things in my face. He says, all I want is help from you. It's like, I do things around here. I'm the one that runs the kids, here, there, and everywhere. He said, well, I'd do that if I could, but I'm at work. Well, you're doing what you have to do. I'm doing what I have to do. And he said, well, I need help with the money. The Karmic makes $26 an hour. They work 12-hour shifts, 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. I have showed Ophelia one of his check stubs just from this year. It was about a month or so ago. Now, granted, that was including the 6 weeks he was off. No pay from the mine when he had the surgery. Yes, we had the short-term disability, but that wasn't factored into that. So I showed her this, and she's like, he's made that much, and how are you struggling? Now, I'm not saying I'm not at fault. I know there are things that, I don't have, like my crystals, my cards, everything. There's things that I don't have to have. And a lot of times, I'll look at it and say, oh, I want that. But then I say, no, there's other things we need. And he'll buy it anyway. And then, of course, he uses that, throws it back up in my face. Well, I buy you all this shit and you want to treat me like... I tell you no. Now, granted, Friday before I bought him those gloves, we went to the metaphysical shop because my mother... Sorry, I don't call her that. My mom had discovered that she really likes the smell of Palo Santo. So I was looking, for Christmas, I want to buy her, some Palo Santo and an abalone shell and everything for it. And so we went to the metaphysical shop down there, and there was a deck that I had looked at a couple weeks before that I really wanted, but I opted for a different deck instead because it was cheaper. Now, granted, it wasn't much cheaper, but, I opted to go with a different deck instead. So when we went in there, I picked it up, and he's always saying, well, I can't tell you no. And I picked it up, and he actually said no. And I just kind of, it was a little bit of a spiteful thing to do. I bought it just because he had told me no. But I did really want it. And Of course, that was another thing he, threw up in my face. You bought it even though I told you not. Well, but he's just being very childish in a lot of things. The temper tantrum of, you know, being told no to sex, and then, oh Lord, he sat there and made a comment. Well, I hope whoever you are fucking is enjoying it. I'm like, there's no, I'm not fucking anybody right now. He said, well, I find it kind of funny. You went from, wanting it, 5, 6 times a day, every day, to not wanting it at all. It's like, you don't understand. It's not the desire part of it. It's just, I don't want your energy in me. I don't. I can't. There's no attraction to him at all. And he starts talking about, well, I heard how he hurts all the time, which yes, he does. He has a herniated disc in his back, and I really feel bad for it because there's nothing I can really do for it. And he says, well, you don't, even try to help me with it, and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at him, I said, because I know exactly what's going to happen. If I put my hands on you trying, to ease your pain and everything, what's going to happen? You're going to trade one pain for another because me touching you, and you're going to want to, and I don't. He said, well, forgive me for, my wife turning me on. So, I don't want to open that door, so I'm not going to try to help him with that because he's going to want to try, the whole guilt trip thing, about, oh, it hurts now. And, not my problem. Let's learn to control yourself. Okay. And it's just, I know I've got a viewer, and I'm trying to watch comments, but it's kind of hard to see. But I just don't want that from him. And he says that all these people that he's talked to about it, they're saying that I'm fucking somebody else because I'm not doing anything with them. I must be doing it somewhere. No, I haven't. So, what else is there? I am trying to work a little bit more with my tarot. So I will absolutely love this book. I've been wanting it for a while, and I've had it for a couple of months now, but I got it back out earlier, and I set the intention, open it to something that, pertains to my video tonight. And this is where the DM's asking to show more of his vulnerable side, and because as I read it, this is what I was picking up on, because a lot of the divine masculines are so, they don't really show a whole lot of emotion. They've got to be these big, strong, tough men. And being vulnerable. Being vulnerable activates magic within relationships, both personal and professional. The willingness to be truly open and honest about how you're feeling and what you've experienced is a gift. It took me many years to feel brave enough to share from a space of vulnerability. I'm doing that as well. In fact, there have been several moments throughout this book where I have questions if I'm being too vulnerable. It can be scary. But when you open up to people and share from an authentic space of experience, it empowers others to resonate with your story. And I'm just realizing that this pertains to me as well. Okay, Melissa, let you say something. When you can be unguarded with your heart, mind, and soul, this builds trust and reminds people that we're all in this together. Vulnerability is the surrender of control and personal power in regard to letting someone get close to you and form a connection. Okay, let's see. For 10 years, I only told a handful of people about the abuse in my first marriage. I kept it from my family and I hid the shame inside. My freedom was found. All right, thank you. My freedom was found when I discovered that sharing my story from a space of vulnerability actually helped other people in similar situations. I became the person that I needed in my darkest hour. This is how the essence of true leadership is sparked. If you are debating whether or not being vulnerable will help you or hinder you, turn to the universe for this guidance. And it's got a little affirmation type thing. It says, Dear Universe, I ask that my feelings of vulnerability are strengthened so that I can share my perspective and experience to inspire others. Show me how I may be of service and how my past had a purpose. So be it. So it is. And that's, again, kind of where I'm coming from with all of this as well, trying to be a little more vulnerable, talking about this as best I can. It's not an easy topic because my own children, my oldest son, saying, this is a private matter. No, it's not a private matter anymore. And I'm getting more and more vocal about, the abuse aspect. And it's not just for me. On my personal Instagram, I share a lot about it. And like I said, it's not just for me. It's for a lot of my vibe tribe is going through similar situations, not necessarily abuse towards them, but more abuse towards their children and such. And it's wrong. The survivor silencing, 1111. Okay, thank you. The survivor silencing, the shame and the stigma behind, that surrounds any type of abuse, be it, domestic spousal abuse or sexual abuse of a child, which I find utterly disgusting. How can you do that to a child? It boils my blood to no extent. What that one was directed at me, the anger. Okay. And I am going to express that anger. It's how can you take the innocence of a child in that way? I mean, especially when it comes from a family member that this child has been taught to trust, that is taking such an advantage of that child, and it's just, I'm shaking. It makes me so mad. I mean, it's bad enough, abuse, spousal abuse. You married this person to trust them, and they want to act that way towards you. It just, oh my. So I'm trying to figure out who it is that I've got watching right now, because nobody's saying anything. So if it's one of the Karmic stock watchers that has been surrounding our vibe tribe, yeah, go ahead, try to take content from this page, try to copy it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am well versed in copyright laws. I went to school for photography, and that was one of the topics that we studied quite in depth. And it does not just pertain to photography. I am well versed in, like I said, well versed in copyright laws. So that's not something you want to deal with me, because I promise you, I don't play games. But if it's some of my vibe tribe or my sister, please say something. I know that it's you. I know I did post on my Gemini Twin Ascension Instagram that I was going to do a live. So it very well could be new watchers. If it is, please say something. I think Ophelia is working on her monthly tarot reads for the zodiac signs tonight. She said something about doing that tonight. So, but if she messages me, I'll send her the link to it if she wants to join. If not, right now it just seems like I will be talking to myself. It's okay. I talk to myself quite often. Sometimes throughout the day, it's the only intelligent conversation I have. Let's see. I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to these cards as I'm laying them out. Okay. Open this deck. Bottom of the deck. Defend what is dear to you. My children are my number one priority. You know, I've used this term for years, and MLGem uses it a lot as well. Oh, it is Ophelia. Yeah, it's a different mic. That's why it sounds like that. You should have messaged me so I knew. I just happened to look up and see that. It's a different mic tonight, so that's probably why. I didn't want to feel like I'm screaming, yes, I see you, and you know it's delayed. So I knew if I didn't put a headset on and one of y'all joined, would have massive echo feedback. So I went ahead and put the headset in just in case. I didn't get a message. I don't know why. Hang on. No, I have not gotten a message from you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I seriously. Is the sound better now? No, I didn't, because I didn't want to message you, because I thought you were doing your zodiac reads for the night, and I didn't want, the notification sound interrupting your recording. So that's why I didn't send the link out. I don't know why I haven't got a message from you. And we're going to do just one of these, because this one's more for the feminine. I'm going to do them tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, you said something earlier that you were probably going to do them tonight, so I didn't want to interrupt your... Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Really? Yeah, it looks like a freaking card shop threw up in my bedroom right now. And we want just one of these. Okay. Sometimes I really don't like the card boxes some of these come in, because it makes it so hard to get them out. think we've about got everything. And of course, there are a couple of decks sitting here, especially my newest one that I bought in spite of the Karmic telling me no, just because he did that, because he was being a little dick. Okay, what do we have? Lighting away. Okay, what do we have here? Ha! Okay. I'm a woman. I change my mind a lot. Yep. Me too. Okay, just double checking, especially with that tarot deck. Okay, you know how I do this, especially you, Ophelia. The messages from masculine to feminine, feminine to masculine, and then from spirit, and then I've got some other stuff kind of laid out. Not sure why, but we'll see what how they play into everything. Okay. But for messages, yeah, 1056. Well, you're going to really love this one. From the messages from the masculine. This card really doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. And I think, Ophelia, it's a little bit of confirmation that you need right now from the masculine. We have the Lovers. Like I said, no explanation needed on that one. We all know that is the Gemini card. But then we have past lives, which I think they are really starting to see that this is a past life connection, that there's just, they can try to push away, but they are always going to come back. You know, it says, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So that past life regression will really benefit, you know, the masculine as well as the feminine, figuring out things that may perhaps have gone wrong in past lives, or hang on, guys. Okay, I hate when it does it. You know, things that have gone wrong, or vows that we took in past lives that we need to, you know, break, cut the cords for. Yeah, I know. I understand that. And see, what I was talking about earlier, you know, it's a test, and we have the sage. Be devoted and committed. Your devotion, your commitment to this is being thoroughly tested right now. The masculines are testing us in a big way. My own masculine, who's back to working his ass off again, which Spirit's already going to throw that one out there. And then we have the burning of the sage, visualize healing. They're wanting, you know, where focus goes, energy flows. When you envision yourself healing through whatever issues you have right now, you know, be it trust issues, or, you know, which certain trust issues can never be healed. You know, that's what I was telling the Karmic. I don't trust you. It's not going to happen. Certain trust issues cannot be healed. Other trust issues are of our own making. We overthink things, and the masculines are, you know, asking us to visualize the healing for us as well as them, because in healing us, we heal them as well. And they know this. So on the feminine side, we have the Six of Swords, which journeys over water. My masculine's doing that a lot lately. Hang on. Because there was something I read in here about in this particular deck. The life lessons as well. I just went completely blank for a second. Why are they testing us? That is God's job, not theirs. So they're working through, God is working through them. You're sitting there, saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, but you especially have always got this little smidget of doubt in the back of your mind. Well, maybe this isn't, maybe he's not, you've always got that, well, what if mentality. And so God is working through him to test you. This is what you want. Are you going to, let him push you away again? Or are you going to hold fast to what you say you want? So it's not necessarily him testing you. It's God and the angels working through him. And then from the feminine to the masculine, we have beloved. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe that you are lovable. Which, quite honestly, that could be that could be either or, talking to each other, because I know my masculine has an issue of thinking that he's worthy of love. He does not take compliments well at all. So that's a little bit of kind of definite another example of God working through one of the twins. The feminine saying to the masculine, you're loved, but at the same time, hey, listen to your own advice type thing, which we're all guilty of. We could talk, tell somebody, this is what you should do, this is, what you're going through, but then you fail to realize that what you're saying to somebody else, you yourself need to hear. But then we have, and this is another card from Spirit to the twins, but this is from the feminine to the masculine. It says, see your seeds grow. The feminines see the work that the masculines are doing, and they're wanting them to know, be patient. You don't eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. Patience, wait for it to grow, know that it's coming. And then we have, I want to scream this to my masculine big time. It says take action. Masculine, it's time to, do something. You say you love us. You say, you want to be with us. It is time to put your money where your mouth is. Nut up or shut up. It's time to do something about it. Yes, we know that some of you have other things that need to be worked through, but work through them. Do something about it. Don't just, sit there and think, oh, well, it's pointless. No, it's not pointless. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with that single first step. You have to take the step. You have to do what you need to do to get where you want to go, to get what you want. You can't just sit back and say, wait for it to come to me. No, you can manifest things, but you have to put the work towards it as well. It's not just going to fall into your lap. Yeah, I know. Shush. Okay. And then for the messages from Spirit. Okay, I am doing a little bit of, where to go? messages from Spirit, we have the Ace of Cups. We're loving the emotion. And then the Queen of Pentacles, a worthy woman, capable, they're, everything we're going through is going to be worth it when we get to, this, the union, the love, the full single cup. It's going to be worth it. We just have to believe it. And this is another card that I said a while ago, that the masculines are kind of being energetically slapped, saying, hey, slow down. It's balance. Take time to relax, indulge in a little more or a little less. Set boundaries with your work. Learn to say no. Look, dude, I've been working. I need a break. Learn to say no. Do things that you like, that are good for you, that'll raise your vibration. You need to rest, or you're going to make yourself sick. Okay. Switch down again. Okay, stop that. And then we have, see, I can't. As autumn, release the old and rest. The old way of thinking, I have to work this hard. I have to get, more and more and more. No. Learn to be happy where you are. The things that you need, will come to you. Yep. Don't just give up. Don't stop working. You do have to do some of the work. But the abundance is yours. Rest at times when you need to rest. And then, plant the seed of a new template. Learn to find that balance in work and play. You can't work all the time, but at the same time, you can't play all the time, because if you play all the time, where's the money going to come from for the play if you're not working? There's a balance there that you really have to find. And where did that go? Yes, I don't use my Akashic Tarot deck very often, so I am kind of falling back on the book a bit again. No. We do have the Akashic Library coming up. Okay. I'm going to look at these and figure out exactly, because like I said, some of these cards, there wasn't really a reason for them. They just decided they wanted to come. We have a Five of Forces, summer, winter, the seasonal cycle. Perfect time to take steps towards your personal goal. Perhaps more exercise, yes, I know. More social events. See, the play part's coming in again. You may also reflect on actions or perspectives that would attract a new romance and enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done, then go for it. Okay. See, it's going back into that, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy, basically. Okay. So that's not what I wanted. Then we have the Akashic Library. It says sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you. Or this card can also symbolize a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records and to a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and your purpose. For me, that, the new purpose is trying to help, someone else get out of a situation like what I'm in, the manipulation, the abuse. That is really what pushed me to start working with my channel more. So, okay. And then we have the Seven of Scrolls, intricacies in industry. Work on a Renaissance cathedral has just begun. The very base level, this card could indicate building or renovating a home or business. Yeah, I don't want to. This card also shows that you are on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest of particulars. Be diligent in the specifics in your strategy and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. The first step, I just sit there and said that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. You've got to start with the small things. Even the most magnificent of cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It's only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. Small little steps. A little progress is better than no progress at all. It's just better. It's not better. Slow and easy. Okay, and then I do have from the new deck that I bought. It's the Divine Feminine Oracle, and the card that came out, I will show you because it's actually really pretty. It's the Cosmic Egg, the Divine Feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever-expanding love. This is actually really, really pretty. The whole deck is pretty. Let's see. Core symbol of Divine Feminine's creative force. Where does all life begin? Right here. And it starts with an egg. And of course, we need the masculine aspect of it as well. But we were carried in our mother's body when she was in her mother's body. So we have a strong connection with our maternal grandmothers. Most of the time for that reason. It represents a birth, a new beginning, or an expansion in life. In Egyptian, Chinese, and Polynesian mythologies, among many others, creation begins with an egg. I just say. And in the Christian tradition, Mary Magdalene used the egg to describe how life begins again after death. In modern cosmology, it is believed that 13 billion years ago, the entire mass of the universe was compressed into a gravitational singularity, the so-called cosmic egg. And from that singularity, the universe has expanded ever since to its current state and continues at this moment to expand even further. This is what to do when you select this card. Nothing needs to happen. Everything is exactly as it should be. You hold the universe inside you. All life emerges from within. If you try to exert pressure for something to exist before it's ready, the new life within you won't have the time it needs to fully form. Rushing things, trying to outdo divine timing, it's not going to work for you. You rush into something and things are going to blow up in your face. Says the cosmic egg is the essence of the divine feminine. It is the ultimate symbol of the creative force that exists within each one of us. It's the dark, loving womb that holds and protects all creative expressions of life. If we allow what's within us to emerge in divine timing, the kairos or soul time, just sit there and divine timing. The egg is then what's within us will transform us. The egg is the trust that is. Please stop tying my tongue like that. The egg is the trust that what is ours can never be taken from us. So there is no need to answer the ego's push to rush the process, to impress others, or to complete something on someone else's timeline. The egg is the faith that our process is sacred, that even in the midst of what looks like chaos or delay or even death, there's a tendril of new life that needs only our trust to eventually take form. And the egg is the knowing that life begins again after death from within. The soul voice meditation for it is, where am I ready to expand? Yeah, I seriously don't remember a whole lot of what I just read, so I'll go back and read that later. But you cannot rush the divine timing. You can't. Um, you have to trust that what's yours will come to you in the right time. 37. And then I do have a from the Terry Brown Fairy Oracle deck. She seems to be wanting to come up to play a whole lot more lately too. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Okay. It says, I'll go ahead and show you because this is actually a really pretty card. This deck, the artwork in this deck is really pretty. I don't know what it does seem kind of dark. I'm trying to. There we go. Okay. It says, lighting the way. Guidance. Light a candle for someone today, which I forgot to light mine, so I will do that right now. How about we light the heart chakra candle? That seems like a good one, doesn't it? There we go. Lighting the candle. Yeah. The heart chakra. Okay. It says, we all wish for guidance and help along the way. Guidance comes from within. When we connect to the energy of spirit that resides within each of us, we see clearly that which we are to do. Reach for the stars. I see the what Emerald Gem talks about with her daughter when I read that. Allow that communication with spirit to connect you to your good. Connecting to spirit is as easy as recognizing that you are already one with the universal power. If you have chosen this card today, it may be telling you that you need to strengthen your trust in your divinity. That's a trust word again. Ultimately, you are the one who shows others the way. You hold the light for them as they climb the path of illumination. In order to do so, you must continue on your own journey in learning and refining your own truth. It is only through example that we can change the world, one person at a time. But if enough people hold the light in enough places, we can bring about change at a much more advanced rate. This angel holds a lantern for all to see, so that anyone who wishes to climb the path can better see the footholds and avoid the pitfalls. She has reached the highest peak. Her face shows that she takes her job seriously. Her pale blue clothing brings a sense of peace and serenity. Guidance comes in many forms. The words of a friend or a loved one or a professional counselor. Guidance can come from a book or a stranger's words. Listen to what information comes your way, then sit with it and meditate on it. You will get a sense as to whether it is valid for you or not. If you are open and willing to hear your truth, if you are open and willing to hear your truth, you may be destined to teach or counsel others. And it says, each step of my journey is illuminated and sure. I move with trust and confidence, and I welcome the chance to light the way for others. I hold the light high. So be it. And that's kind of fitting because what I've been saying on so many of my, I don't know why. My headphones just don't. Yeah, I have a feeling somebody's trying to block. But what I was saying was, this same thing I've been saying on my channel for a while now. The reason I've been speaking out about what's going on with me is to help someone else that may be going through it, kind of shed a little light on, things that aren't right, that you should never tolerate. Oh, Melissa, I just noticed that you were here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of was reading, but if speaking on things helps just one person deal with, what they're going through, maybe get them out of a situation, stated meeting, get them out of a harmful situation that much sooner than I'll talk till I'm blue in the face on it. Um, I don't know if I turn these off if you'll still be able to hear me or not. Hang on, we'll see. Ow, that hurt.
Let's see. Mic, audio. Oh, can y'all still hear me okay? Yeah. What can you expect? These were only a few dollars. But my other headphones, it's like I'm screaming at you. Can you hear me okay? Oh my. You gotta love karmic interference. And I know that's what it is because he doesn't like me talking about this. Because it makes him look bad. Granted, I'm no angel. I know I'm not. There's so much, I need to work on. Okay. Um, well, I did that because I wasn't sure if anyone else was coming on, and you know how we get that echo feedback stuff when we're all on here together. So I kind of did that way. And but oh my goodness, my hips are hurting again. I've been sitting here cross-legged like this for an hour. So what do you expect? I'm not 18 years old anymore. I'm old. Shit hurts. Come rub my butt, baby. Please. Ha! I say that, flip over the neck. But you're it. On my way. Please. Um, hang on. Yeah, I'm on StreamYard. Hang on, guys. You're going to give me a minute because I really gotta pee. I will be right back. Oh, shoot. Okay. Owie. snap, crackle. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. When you've had 5 kids, when your bladder says, hey, get up, you get up. And of course, I sat there and ignored it for about 20 minutes. Yeah, you'll have to excuse the close up for a second. I hope I didn't just close that out. No, Jess, I guess. Yeah, shit. Sorry. That was probably really loud on anybody that had headphones in. I apologize. I never did get a. I didn't realize you were older than me, Mel. I seriously didn't. I'm only 39. And of course, my twin says, you don't look 39. You don't look that old. Yeah, you're a little biased, dearest. I don't know what I'm shuffling for now. I'm fidgeting. Ha! Okay. Justice and High Priestess. Talk about him and he shows up. Justice card, Libra. Yeah. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to check something. Because I read something about that the other day. Secrets to be revealed. Yeah. How much have we been talking about secrets being revealed? Yay. Strength. Because those secrets could be. Well, Melissa, you've been dealing with finding out secrets coming to light here lately. Hispanic gene. You're welcome. You're welcome. I I can't help it. Like I said, when you've had 5 kids, your bladder, you become a bitch to your bladder. Let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, why not? Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but Karmic has people, or so he says, has people whispering in his ears, telling him, if she's not, basically, if she's not fucking you, she's fucking somebody else, is what, they're filling his head with all this. I'm like, no, haven't been. There's been nobody inside of, my energy field like that since the last time the Karmic and I did anything back in August. It would be so bad if Khaleesi didn't corner me when. Well, in all fairness, it's not hard to corner you in that bathroom. I mean, good God. I would not want to be living there if sounds gross, but if you had a bout of diarrhea, I would not want to be living there because, good God, there's nowhere for that smell to go. Yeah. We have the elephant. Archangels Mary and Raphael, open yourself to true abundance. The abundance is yours. You just have to believe that it's there. You have to. Yeah, that's no shit. That bathroom is tiny. The abundance is yours. You just have to believe it. Open yourself to receive it. It's just believe you're worthy of the good things. The karmic was packing up a package to send to my twin, and he told me, "Here's a package for your boyfriend." Oh, ooh. Oh, wow. Hmm. Well, I looked Karmic right in the eyes and told him, I said, I'm not fucking anybody. I'm not. At this point in time, there is my twin. Um, he's dealing with a lot of his own shit right now, so yeah. I'm just kind of playing with the cards right now, seeing what needs to come out because discernment and abundance. This discerning, who deserves to be in your life and who doesn't. You do not have to tolerate the toxic bullshit, which I haven't been. As long as he is civil, I can be around him. I can tolerate, talking to him like, decent human beings should. But the minute he starts with the little tantrums that he likes to throw here lately, I shut down and I don't want to be around him. He started that shit last night. And then when I woke up, I'm the one that got the kids up this morning. I fell asleep around 2 or 3 this morning. And I was the one that woke the kids up, and then I fell back to sleep. And when I woke up again, he wasn't in the bedroom. And I'll tell you what, when I fell back to sleep, I slept so good. And then I woke up, I guess I woke up around 12, 11, 12 or something like that. And I stayed in here in the bedroom because he was in there watching in the living room watching movies, and I just really didn't want to. And he said, "Well, you could come in here with me. You don't have to stay stuck in the bedroom." And I don't want to be around you right now. I'm still, pissed off at the shit you said. Oh, oh, Bradley barked at the Karmic's dad the other day. Barked, growled, and then come right back to my side and wouldn't move till he left. He doesn't do that with my dad. Yeah, he'll bark at him when he first comes in, but you know, my dad will reach down, pet him, and Bradley's fine. He goes running around the house, or he'll jump up on my dad, wanting my dad to pet him some more. But he barked and growled and ran away from the Karmic's dad. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, he tried to guilt me into, rubbing his back and everything last night because I know his back bothers him. He's got a herniated disc, but massage really won't help. But he was saying, his hips and up his back was bothering him, and I flat told him. I said, I'm not going to. He said, well, why not? I said, because I know as soon as I lay my hands on you to try to ease this pain, something else is going to pop up. I said, I'm not dealing with that. He said, oh, heaven forbid my own wife fucking turned me on. I'm like, I don't want it. So and then you'd try to guilt me into doing something because, oh, it's going to hurt now. Nope, not opening that door. Yeah, he's just, he's trying, and it's not going to work. It's like when my kids throw a temper tantrum if they don't get what they want. They're not going to get what they want. I will make sure they don't get it just because they threw a tantrum. Oh, and when the kids finally got home from the circus yesterday, because the dog started barking when somebody come up on the porch. Well, I guess the kids are home. Yeah, they live here. Meaning he was basically, well, we can't do nothing now. We weren't going to do anything anyway. Well, see, it's only been a week and a half now since I told him, the reason why, because I don't trust him. Sorry, but trust isn't built back that quickly. Yeah. But the whole, well, if you're not fucking me, no, I'm not. Well, you're doing something with somebody else, and what got me is he sat there and he looked at me and said, whether it's a guy or a girl. Mm. Basically, Ophelia insinuating when I went up there with you, like, really? It just, oh, okay. Yeah. I guess he thought since, the kids weren't here and no, because before it didn't matter, if the kids were home at night, yeah, so what? If I wanted to, we would, but I just, yeah. He's here lately. Oh, I've never told you no when you wanted that. Bullshit. There was plenty of times that, no, I'm tired, I'm hurting, I don't want. Sucks, don't it? You got a hand? There's plenty of lotion in this house. Don't let me catch you using my Bath and Body Works lotion, though. Okay. Angel of Families, and this is popping up a lot lately. Divine timing. Angel of Families. Let's see. Where I just had it. Your family members, alive and in spirit, are protected, safe, and well. I know my babies are protected, all five of them. And then Angel of Divine Timing. Timing is everything. The universe is working behind the scenes to align steps needed to allow your desires to become reality. Trust the process. Oh my goodness. We've got more basketball games tomorrow. I have three viewers. I wonder who the third one is. Hmm. Yeah. If you're trying to steal content, I don't really give a shit. You'll regret it. Respect. Marie Laveau. see. Oh my. So Melissa, did you actually tell him that you knew, or have you not done that yet? Whoa. Okay. All three. Okay. Saint Martin Caballero, Spiritual Pilgrimage, Aristotle, Idealism, and Student Plato, Student of the Universe. 12, 19 again, and 34. Lunchtime. Good, go eat, leave me the fuck alone. Plato's energy works closely with activists, writers, actors, poets, philosophers, and those who are deeply in professions that change societal environments. He's trying to attack you energetically because he knows you know. He's not happy about it. Just call in protection. Tell him you don't want it. Get rid of it. Let's see. I think that's, as far as cards go, that's it. Oh, been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. Oh, damn. Oh, I well, I shared the picture on my personal Instagram for this little box that my sister bought me from. I really like it. Uh, it's oh, this is my Christmas present from my sister. Pretty little box, and it's for meditation. It came with a stick of Palo Santo too, but I gave that to my sister because I've got a lot of it here. But it came with the little blue candle. Yeah, you really need to keep some black tourmaline by your bed. That'll help. I need to bring my black tourmaline back in here from the living room. But it also came with a little charcoal disc and a thing of herbs to burn on it. And then this little empowerment vial, which I have. I put them all about. Let go of my earring, please. Thank you. And think it's got a, yeah, it's got a couple little crystal chips in it too. See, see, really pretty. Ugh. Just texted me lunchtime. Jesus Christ, really? Oh my fucking god! I didn't answer him on Facebook Messenger when he said lunchtime, so he just texted me lunchtime, and then he turned around and messaged me on Instagram. Seriously, I didn't answer you on one. I'm not going to answer you on the others. Yeah, I need to bring mine back in here. I had it helps a lot because I noticed when I was waking up drained because the karmic is really bad about draining me in my sleep. I brought my black tourmaline and I set it over here on my nightstand and set the intention into it to help block him from stealing my energy while I slept, and it helps a lot. I just need to bring it back in here. It's in there in the living room right now. Of course, I've got other pieces of black tourmaline here too, but I sleep with several different crystals beside the bed. I've got my smoky quartz point, I've got my celestite, angelite, lepidolite, rubellite, most basically all the crystals that you saw in my Instagram picture when I said I was setting up for the live. The majority of those actually sit on my bedside table, with the exception of my labradorite, which I've got a smaller piece that usually sits over here. But my big slab stays on my cabinet because it's kind of one of my big slabs, I should say. I have two decent sized slabs of labradorite on my cabinet. But I also have my healer's gold, which I really need to look up the properties in that one again and write them out so I can remember them. And then my angel wing piece of clear quartz. Yeah, this is so pretty. And this actually came in that box that my dad gave me. He cleans out storage units. And he came across, and it was so cute the way he said, I've got a box of rocks that I think you might like. Okay. And he brought it over, and there was a bunch of stuff in it. Ouch. My ankle popped. Hurt my toe. You go in here. You go in. Yeah. Ow. All right. If you want, Melissa, you could message me on, either Facebook or Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and end this and make up some excuse that I was in the bathroom and didn't just got your message. Good. Um, and a little trick, especially to set an intention in a crystal. Outgoing energy is your dominant hand. Inflow is your non-dominant. So with me, I'm right-handed, so outgoing energy is my right hand. So to put the intentions into a crystal, you hold it with your outgoing energy, and it should help. All right. If anybody else has been, made it this far in the life, thank you. Please, like, share, subscribe. I do occasionally post stuff on my Instagram. It's the same name as here, Gemini Twin Ascension, which Ophelia is dead set that eventually I'm going to change the name, but I haven't really been called to do that yet. If I do, then it'll be a social media wide change. I'll change it here. I'll change it on my Instagram as well. So until then, y'all have a blessed night. Thanks.